Hello everybody, how are you doing? Right, I'm going to tell you the way things are, okay? This is the way it is. Now, yes, according to my opinion, of course, that goes without saying. But I don't see it any other way. Um, you know, basically, right, let's just reflect on the various comets and asteroids that have come in close proximity with the Earth of late, right? Now, they've all passed us by, and we've been played. We have been played. I do believe that it is the Illuminati, or agents of them, who spark and initiate these theories that were going to be impacted, okay? Because I've said it before, and I'll say it again, right? Everyone who has surmised that there's like something not right with an orbit of a comet or an asteroid, like take elenin YU55, you know, and there's been like strange mathematical coincidences, and there's been strange circumstances, there's odd things about these comets or asteroids. There's you know, like you had Barack Obama in the underground bunker, you know, and then like let's go back even further in history, the Ides of March. You had like the elites in the mountains of India, and you had these drills in the Pacific, and the emergency broadcast thing where you know, on the 9th, and all these things, right? There's so much, right? People join the dots, and they take all these things into consideration and expect an event to happen quite rationally, right? And then the event doesn't happen. So what's happened there? We've been played. Now I've come to the conclusion, right, that basically any event, right, and I'm not just talking about space events, I'm talking about any event whatsoever, any event that we try to anticipate, right? Now this is the way it is now, right? It wasn't always like this, right? But this is the way we're going right now. Any event that we can anticipate, right, in large numbers, right? If you do a search on YouTube and you find that there's lots of people talking about a particular date and logically and rationally digging up some facts and figures and trying to make something of something and come up with a prediction, right? I'm pretty sure it's going to be wrong, and I'll tell you why. Because I believe, right, that the Illuminati, we've underestimated them. Now they've underestimated us, and we've underestimated them, okay? They have certainly underestimated the power of humanity, and what we are capable of as you know, a mass consciousness, alright? But that's another subject, okay? But they are smarter than we think as well, right? Because anything that happens that is orchestrated by the Illuminati, right, there won't be mass numbers of people on the internet expecting the event, right? Because that's just going to give the game away, okay? If anything happens, it will catch us by surprise, it will catch us off guard, okay? I mean, look at like the 9/11 attacks, 2001, the Twin Towers. No one was talking about that leading up to it. I think there was one person or one or two people, but there wasn't a big thing, right? Now here's the thing. This is something important. Now listen to this, okay? The way it will be, right? You can join the dot. Right, we can expose the Illuminati after the event, right? When an event takes place, right? What we can do is we can go back in time and join the dots and pinpoint it to the Illuminati after the event, right? But they're too smart to give the game away before the event. And if they do give the game away before the event, it's a false flag. It's you know, it's something to discredit people, and it's something just to raise fear and spread fear, and it doesn't manifest, because there's been so many things now that have not come to pass that we have quite logically and rationally anticipated, right? and it's a game. It's their game. Okay. Now, a couple of examples. Right now, if you look at, I can't remember. I remember listening to an interview with Richard C. Hoagland, who was very much involved with NASA in his working days, the science advisor to NASA. Now, if you listen to him, I'm not sure where he says it, in what interview he says it, but he did say that, you know, the moon landings, right? When they had like the press conference or something, just right after the moon landings, right? Now, it was NASA themselves that initiated the conspiracy theory that the moon landings were fake, right? NASA started that, according to him, and I wouldn't be surprised, right? I think most conspiracies are started by the you know the conspiracy theories are started by these types of organisations, right? They started it. Now, of course, now they would say, "Oh no, no, we did land on the moon," and I think they did, but they started that one, right? Now, here's another thing, right? They know what they're doing, and they can they can anticipate the future too, right? We've got Apophis, okay? I think it's called Apophis, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's coming. It's a comet or an asteroid. No, I think it's an asteroid. It's coming close in 2029. And then again in 2036, if I've got those years right. It's thereabouts anyway. Now, I can guarantee you that when we get to the year 2029, 2028, the closer we get to it, there'll be loads of stuff on YouTube, on the internet, saying, oh, you know, it's going to hit the Earth, it's going to hit the Earth, right? Now, that has been sparked by the media. Because right now, right, and people will forget this, but right now, they're saying, oh yeah, the next close approach of an asteroid is Apophis in 2029, and then again in 2036, right? And it's on collision course with the Earth. The media have said that, okay? So they've said that, they've planted the seed, now they'll shut up about it, the years will pass, and then what will happen is, around 2029 or thereabouts, people are going to make reference to those media quotes all those years ago and say, oh yeah, yeah, they knew about it all along, you know. The Illuminati, this is planned, right? And it won't hit, because if we're intelligent and we learn from the current experiences we've been through, right? YU-55 was 400 meters in diameter. It came within 200,000 miles of the Earth, okay, and it went by safely. Apophis, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but you know what I mean. It's smaller than YU-55. I think it's coming closer, but it's smaller. It's not going to hit. But there'll certainly be strong evidence, quote unquote evidence, that it will hit. But this is what we've got to realise. This like evidence isn't coming, it isn't invented by us guys. It is started by whoever it is trying to manipulate our minds, right? The media. But who's behind the media? Well, it's the elites, okay? They are very much well, they're not very nice, are they? To put it mildly, okay? Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say